Hi there, Melissa Rui, Norwex Independent Sales Consultant. I'd like to demonstrate for you how the microfiber technology actually works in our Norwex cloths. So I'm going to do for you today a chicken protein test where we'll be looking for traces of protein on the counter. And so in order to do that, I have one of our test strips. This is a restaurant grade test strip that will test for protein, and it's got a little gauge here on the side in which we'll be able to see if we detect any protein. I have one of our EnviroCloths ready to go, and I have a sample of raw chicken here. So in order to do this, or even to just use your EnviroCloth in general, you're going to just simply get it wet and wring it out. I recommend then folding it up so that you have 8 cleaning sides available to use, so that when you get done using one, you can flip it over and you can have another fresh, clean surface to use. So you want to use this flat so that when you do go along your surface to clean, you're actually picking up the particles of anything on there. If you ball this up, you're going to create creases and crevices in which you won't pick up all the particles. So you want to use it flat. So what I'm going to do is take this little piece of chicken here, and I'm going to rub it all over my counter, and I'm going to wipe my hands on our EnviroCloth. And I feel completely confident doing that. I know that the particles are transferred from my hand onto the actual cloth, so there's no circumstance of cross-contaminating with that. Most of us, if we were to do this at home, or if we were cooking with chicken or beef, we would run to our sink and we'd wash our hands, or we'd get out our wipes from under the counter. So this is a wonderful tool to have and be using in your kitchen. So after I've wiped the chicken on here, I'm going to use our EnviroCloth here. I'm going to completely get all the particles off the surface. I'm going to lie this flat, wipe this all real well. And I'm just going to leave it chicken side up so that I remember which side of the cloth that I used. Like I say, when you're using it at home, it's not necessarily that important to do that, but I want to continue that and use that again here in my demo. So next I'm going to take our protein swab, and I'm going to rub all over the counter, make sure we get a nice sample for you. Put that back in. We're going to squeeze out our solution, and you can see there that the protein swab continues to stay green, and green means that it's clean. So there's been no more chicken protein on the countertop. That's good. So I'm going to take the same EnviroCloth I used. Now remember, I left it protein side up, so now I'm going to put it down on the counter. I'm going to wipe the counter and show you that there is no cross-contamination with this cloth. So again, same protein swab. Get a really good sample again for you. Give it a little shake. And you can see that it's still green, meaning there's no cross-contamination going on. I'm actually going to take our cloth now, and I'm going to show you that the particles are trapped in the cloth by just rubbing this over the top. Again, shaking it, and it continues to remain green. Now, some of you are probably thinking, she's trying to trick me. Well, let me show you then, if we actually go into the chicken and touch that, how our protein swab is starting to turn purple already. So you can see that there is protein in there. If we put it in our test swab and give it a little shake, you'll see that it is definitely turning purple. So there is protein, and I wasn't trying to trick you at all. So definitely a useful tool in the kitchen, and it does pick up the particles on the surface that you're cleaning. So now, in order to be finished using this cloth, if you were done cleaning in your kitchen, you could simply just go over to the kitchen sink, put one little dab of dish soap on it, lather it up, rinse it out really well, wring it out, and then hang it up to dry. Don't forget, all of our cloths have a tag on them that tell you what the cloth is, and that's a nice little way that you can hang it up in your kitchen, and then it begins the self-purification process. Then at the end of the week, just throw all your microfibers in the laundry together. You don't want to use any fabric softener, no bleach, and you don't want to throw them in with anything that's really linty because that lint will come off of those items and it'll then be on your cloth, and then you'll be transferring lint all over your house. But you want to wash it on the hottest setting that you have in your washer, and of course you want to use Norwex laundry detergent. It's recommended that you do that to help keep your cloths lasting and getting clean fully. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Don't worry too much about the details of how you clean your cloths. I'll send you a magnet so that you know how to do that, and you can put it right on your washer. So if you have any questions, give me a shout out. Thanks for watching.